Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, fled the mansion. Dropped the roof.
What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back. I am back with another video. Listen, if you so happen to land here and you did not peep part 1, the link will be in the description. Go ahead and click that. Listen, I don't care if you did land here still. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Smash that subscribe button right now. You know what I mean? And you can still go check out part 1. Turn those post notifications on. You got to hit that bell so we can stay connected. Listen, S&T Squad, you already know, forever, ever. Listen, you guys, this is part 2, so we about to just slide right into this video. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, all right? Let's get it.
But then in real life, it's like, oh, back to reality. Whoa. Let me tell you about this time. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm not gonna say any names. My best friend stayed with us for a month. At that time, me and my ex were still together, and my best friend was going on hard times. And my ex was like, "Hey, she can stay with us," and I was like, "Yeah, that's actually a good idea." So she came all the way from Indiana to Arizona and stayed with us for a month, a little over a month. And I remember on day like 3 of her living there, we were walking shopping with our babies because Dominic's always with me. There was not a time. That's my point I'm trying to make. She did not take care of him, period. Like, I did so much, she did. That's why this little act she's doing on social media is irritating me so much. I didn't even want to speak on this, but you're not gonna sit here and lie.
Man, you could tell Domo pissed off, shawty. She annoyed as hell, bro. Like, you know how when you can't even really be mad, you can only smile because you that mad, shawty? It's like almost borderline, you about to spaz out, you know what I'm saying? This is where she at right here in this moment, man. Like, I mean, like, dang, shawty, she going post on with shawty, bro.
And get tattoos all of us. So like, what is a tattoo gonna do? When you got that tattoo of Domonic, you was cheating on me. And I didn't see you for days. And you still gonna lie about that. Like, oh no, like we were arguing, but we weren't, like, bye. I'm not about to come here and sugarcoat nothing. I'm not about to come here and be like, oh, like, no, it's not. I'm gonna come here direct and blunt because I don't play about my son, period. Anyways, my best friend sat me down on like day 3 while we were shopping. We sat on a bench. I remember this like it was yesterday. And she started crying out of nowhere. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? What's going on? It's something in my heart. And like my heart sunk. I was like, I know what she's about to say. She's only been here for 3 days and she sees it. I know she's about to say, please God, please God, please God, don't let her say it, because I always defended her. My family would say it, her family would say it, but they ain't gonna tell you that. Anyways, my best friend sat me down and she's crying and my heart sunk. And I will never forget, she looked at me and she said, why doesn't Crissy do anything for Domonic?
I had to feel bogus as I don't know what for your best friend to come down though and be able to just to witness all that type of shit. Like, that junk is crazy, man. Like, I couldn't imagine anybody doing a child like that, especially somebody who's only a toddler. Like, all this little boy want to do right now is just love somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? And try to figure out everything what's going on about life. Like, I can't imagine, like, a person just mistreating a kid. Like, that junk is beneath me, man. But let's proceed.
And I was like, and I knew what she meant. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, from the moment you wake up, you eat, sleep, and breathe, Domonic. From the moment you go to bed. You feed Wake before you feed yourself. You bathe him before you bathe yourself. You go to the park before you do anything fun for yourself. Why is she allowed to go out? Why is she allowed to live like she doesn't have a baby? Why doesn't she change diapers? Why doesn't she make bottles? Why doesn't she do this? Why doesn't she do that? Why doesn't she play with him? Why doesn't she have an emotional connection? Why is it always on Snapchat? Well,
there's going to be a lot of people in the comments that's going to say, you know, well, it's not biologically her child, so sometimes it's hard for a person like her to be able to bond with a kid. Bullshit. You know what I mean? There's surrogates and there's people who adopt every single day. You know what you're ready for. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you know that you do not want a kid, then you be completely honest about that junk. It ain't no shame or blaming that. Like, having a kid is a whole responsibility. Your life is definitely gonna change. Nothing is gonna be the same again. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be honest with that junk. And I think that Crissy was initially honest, and she probably tried to change her mind for love, but you can't do that, bro. You can't do that, man. And that's why things ended the way that they ended. Terrible.
Everything that I felt in my heart, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to deny it. I was like, well, no, like, she's a good person, you know, like, she's really a good mom. And I would always say she was a good mom to try to hype her up and try to make her believe it, because she would come to me all the time like, I'm such a bad mom. And I'd be like, no, baby, like, you got this, like, come, you can do it, just Bond with him off camera. I always tell her, put the camera down, get off Snapchat, get off Instagram, bond with him. For real, the real bond. There's so much stuff me and Domonic do, even though I vlog, that you guys don't see. Because there's a lot of stuff that don't need to be on camera.
When we have our kid, there's definitely gonna be things that we're gonna keep off camera. Everything is not gonna be shit. Everything about our relationship ain't on camera. You know what I mean? You gotta have some time, man, when you go into a shell. You can't give people too much of yourself. And I'm transparent as hell. You know what I mean? But it's still certain things that I gotta keep close. You know what I'm saying? And keep safe. Because I don't want nobody tainting it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really serious. And I mean, this is a terrible situation because it's like, I mean, listening to Crissy's story, you would have thought she really, really cared. But then when you listen to this, it makes you scratch your forehead like you don't know what to believe. Like, because, I mean, I could just never imagine somebody being like this to a little boy, man. That junk is crazy, man.
I would tell her that. Bond with him. Take him to the park. Not on camera. Go see a kids movie, not on camera. Go to an amusement park, not on camera. And everything was always on camera. So anyways, I just tried to defend her like so hard. And she was like, girl, I'm your best friend. I've been your best friend since sophomore year of high school. Please tell me the truth. And I started bawling.
Man, listen, you gotta be honest up front. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest in everything you do. It might be certain things that I say to my wife, she might not take it to him. She might not like how I'm giving it to her, but I'm not gonna lie to her neither, because the whole purpose is for us to be better. You know what I mean? Better reflections of each other. You know what I'm saying? And Domo, the only thing I can say in this situation, Domo, baby girl, I'm happy you got out of it, because you shouldn't have stayed for shit. Period. When you feel like your child, you know what I'm saying, is being compromised, it ain't no shame or blame and you dipping. I don't care, in the middle of the night with no note. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unacceptable behavior. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta be honest. You can't brush certain things over the rug, under the rug, because then people get comfortable. You know what I mean? And if you ain't telling them, they feeling like everything they doing is alright. That's why you gotta be upfront from the rip. Because if not, all it's gonna do is bite you in the butt later. I'm telling you, I done been through that.
I was embarrassed. None of my friends knew how I was being treated. I never told them. I was embarrassed because I stayed. I was embarrassed because I let my son get treated that way. I will always defend my son, no doubt about that one. But it's the fact that I even stayed in that position to even go through that. Why would I put my son in a position where he's not cared for, where he's not loved? Why would I put my son in a position where he does not come first?
I'm happy that she finally realized it. I mean, there's certain things we're not gonna get right off the bat. You know what I mean? And that's life. That's the mistakes that we make. That's the heads we bump. You know what I mean? But I'm happy at some point she realized, like, love ain't worth, you know what I'm saying, my son being hurt. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, you owe everything to that little guy. So I'm happy that she did come to terms with it, man. People got to realize we going to bump our heads. we going to make mistakes, but allow some people to come to terms with it. You know what I mean? It's when a person just continuously make the same mistake, then I get it. But give a person a little bit of room to bump their head to learn. You know what I mean? People just be, man, people be acting like they be perfect in these comments, man. That just be trippy, man.
I've always tried to give her the benefit of the doubt all the time. And I was just like, I don't know. I know she's not ready, and I know this and I know that. And she kept telling me, you have to do what's best for you and Domonic. My mother, you have to do what's best for you and Domonic. Her mother, you have to do what's best for you and Domonic. Everybody kept telling me, you have to do what's best for Domonic. It's crazy because people that are from her past, now when I mean past, I mean like a month, 2 months ago, not that long ago, have contacted me. I'm like, okay, this about to be on some drama. How did you even get my information? Like, oh my God. Like basically on some can we talk type stuff. And I'm like, yeah, what? With an attitude, because I know what you about. I know who you chill with. And I just know what's up. I know who you friends with. I'm not dumb. So long story short, caught me by surprise a few people. Paid to apologize to me.
That's the problem. You gotta pay. That's why it's so important that the people that's around you is A1. You know what I mean? Because you don't listen to the people on social media and all the naysayers, but if people who you really trust and respect is telling you a certain thing, then you best believe you gotta trust it. Like, dead serious. I mean, because they ain't gonna really steer you wrong if, you know what I'm saying, your best interest is their priority. You know what I'm saying? When you have friends that's around you that really love and care for you, family around you that really love and care for you, then you gotta trust that these people are only gonna say some shit when it's needed to be said. You know what I mean? At least that's how I operate. And there's only probably like 2 people in my circle. You know what I mean? But those 2 people I trust to the fullest. You know what I mean? So when a lot of people is telling you some stuff, man, you gotta sometimes you gotta trust it. Because I mean, in most cases, you know, people who really love and care for you ain't gonna steer you wrong, bro.
People that are were actually really close to her. And they were basically like, you know, you were right. I don't know who she is. I don't know who this person she's becoming. She's really good at playing the victim. And I'm sorry. One specific person wrote me a long paragraph and I thought it was genuine. You know, you can't trust everybody. You can't get too close to everybody. So I don't want y'all to think like, don't trust her. Okay, I got it. I know. But it was the fact that I thought that she specifically was genuine. She was just telling me a lie, and I'm not going to disclose that. But if everybody is exiting your life saying the same thing about you, there's things you need to change. Not people online, because people online don't really know you. People in your real life, if they're all saying the same thing, my point.
I will say there is probably different levels of it, because I have seen some cases where family sometimes can also put a wedge in a relationship. That's why, like, man, it's one of them type of things to where, like, your only faith should be in God. Just let him steer you, because sometimes you can't trust family, you can't trust friends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sometimes have ill intentions. So you gotta really, that's why you gotta really connect with the people who you got close to you. You do. You gotta know what they're about. If not, they gotta go. Simple as that.
I totally forgot this. So when I was pregnant, I was always trying to get her adopted. At this time, I lived in Indiana, which Indiana was 100% legal to adopt, 100%. My best friends adopted her girlfriend's baby, and it didn't even take long at all. It doesn't take long at all when you have consent from the birth parent. Me being the birth parent, it would have been a quick, easy process. She never wanted to. She always said no. We moved to Arizona when I was about 8, 9 months pregnant, and I would still tell her, can you please adopt him, please? Like, I want you to have that bond with him. I want it to be fresh off, please. She did not want to. She did not want to adopt him.
One thing that I will say on Domo's behalf, or on Crissy's behalf, or whoever behalf you want to put it on her, you know what I'm saying? It's like Domo should have trusted, you know what I'm saying, who Crissy was showing her. You know what I mean? Like, cause honestly speaking, bro, like, it was a lot of signs. The first sign to me is when you disrespected my kid. Period. Even if I forgave you after the other times that you cheated, because I'm pretty sure that they both did wrong. You know what I mean? But when the child touched down, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you disrespect, that's it. That's it. It's a wrap. Like, it is nothing else that we need to talk about. Period. You know what I mean? You've already done disrespected me to the point of no return, and you lucky you don't get punched. You know what I mean? So it's just better that we go ahead and go our separate ways now before it get completely domestic. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
At all. Now, all of a sudden, okay, so she put on Twitter when somebody was like, you a deadbeat. Like, Domonic has one mother and one mother only. You are not his mother. If you would have cared about him, you would have adopted him. She said, I procrastinated, blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't think that this was gonna happen. Bull crap. We've been talking about breaking up like a year before we actually broke up. So everything she said is BS. But now all of a sudden her excuses, ever since people have been tagging her like, Arizona is not legal for adoption. All we had to do was hire a lawyer and we could have petitioned to adopt, because I was 100% on board for her to adopt him. Because I wanted her to have that bond. I wanted him to treat him good. I wanted just dumb stuff. Like, dumb. Like, dumb.
I argue with a couple of people about this situation, especially when this whole situation first started going down between Domo and Crissy. Like, when the birth mother, okay, when the birth mother is drawing up papers and have an attorney present, it makes the process a lot easier for a person to be able to adopt a kid no matter what state you in. Now, the only reason where there's technicalities, if say for instance, my wife is laid up and she can't take my kid to a doctor's appointment, you know what I mean? And they need the legal guardian to be there. Now that's where that adoption, where certain states don't recognize certain things, it can get a little bit tricky. But she could have always adopted this little boy no matter what state she was in, because it always boiled down to the birth parents. You know what I mean? I don't know if they would have ever had to petition the donor, but in most cases, all of that is pretty much figured out in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I really didn't understand when a lot of people was like, well, she's in Arizona, it ain't nothing she can do. Shit, hell, I don't care where I'm at. You know what I mean? If it's my kid, then we gonna have to go where I can be at, where it need to be at. Like, see, like, you're not taking me away from my child. And that's why I feel where Domo is coming from. Nobody is keeping me from my kid. I don't care what nobody say. It just ain't no excuses for that.
And she would just always not want to. She found out on Twitter all this information. Now she's changed her answer. Everybody got the screenshot. So if you got them, okay, cool. When she said that she procrastinated, now she's saying, oh, wait, somebody told me this. So, I mean, never mind. It just wasn't legal. That's why I didn't do it. It wasn't legal.
I can't even flex, man. Domo got me weak, man. She a whole fool. You can tell she mad and she can get petty too. Ooh, she can get petty. And I am dying because it's just the way that she says certain things. Shawty had me weak. Like, I know this is a serious situation. I know she pissed off. But I just ain't reached that level of maturity yet, man. I'm so damn silly, man. This don't got y'all weak? Drop it in the comments if this got y'all weak, bro.
Oh, she never wanted to. She never wanted to be a parent. She used my son for views. She used my son for sympathy. She knows if she ain't got him, she don't have nothing. She knows this. And she has some of y'all in the palm of her hand like, oh my God, look at the pictures, look at the videos. Domonic misses his other mommy. Sometimes she would come home and he wouldn't even, most of the time, 90%, when she would come home, he wouldn't even notice because she was never there, never home. Where was she? Beats me. But all I know is she wasn't in me and Dominic's presence. I always got my son. I always had my son. He was always at the hip. And if he wasn't on my hip, my mom had him. Because she could not watch him by herself. And that's...
I mean, you could tell that Domo had left the situation in 2018 because she really hadn't been really talking about it. But I have to tell you, boy, she was brewing. You know what I mean? It was still some stuff she never got off her chest. Because the way that she going off right now... Ooh, she was like, and this was the final straw. She probably had been letting everything just mount and mount and mount. But this did it. Like, she was just like overly done with this situation. And I mean, at the same time, I can't really blame it. Because this is supposed to be about Domonic, his 2-year-old birthday. And then we got to also be, you know what I'm saying? She got to integrate her little, you know, sad stories in the midst of it. Kind of taken away from his birthday. But whatever, it ain't my business, man.
Period. What I don't understand is... If somebody told me they was taking my son, right? I'm on your ass. I don't give a fuck. I ain't about to be on social media doing the most, living life like I ain't got no kid. I'm gonna be at your front door. I'm gonna be at your house. I'm getting my baby, period. A person who can go all these months with no contact, but you want to boohoo and cry on social media for sympathy, let you know it's for the cameras. It's literally not for anything other than the cameras. It's for social media. And you sit here and expect me, like, I can understand. I'm human, I understand. But I can understand if she was reaching out literally whole time, like trying and legit. That would have been different. But the fact that you cry, you being dramatic on social media because you know that people have soft spots for people who act like they care about their kid, like a baby daddy.
This is the only thing that I don't understand neither. Like, what have you been doing in 4 months? See, that's how I would look at it. Like, if I was Domo, you know what I mean? And Crissy had pretty much showed me time and time again that she really don't want to be a parent to my son. It's like, when I just decided to fall back from you, you know what I mean? Even though I decided to fall back from you, I'm still going to be measuring like what you do. So like I'm looking at to see if you texting me, if you emailing me, if you really trying to spend time with my son, you know what I mean? Because that's going to make me be able to determine like, damn, like maybe she really do love my kid. But when you just be absent for 4 months and then want to just pop up on his birthday, it does make you look suspect, no matter how you want to slice it. So I do understand where this girl is coming from. A lot of people gonna say, oh, she just bitter and she just doing too much. Really? Because I mean, what was she really doing for 4 months? I mean, she been with me, like, I get that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but what have you really been doing for 4 months? Like, fight for this dude if this who you really want in your life, man. Like, I don't get it, man. It just ain't enough tenacity for me, bro. That's just me.
They be like, let me see my son. Nigga, you don't even want to see your son. What are you talking about? You know, nigga, like, she keeping my kids from me. Nigga, you keeping your kids from you. That just never made sense to me. I'm telling you, if somebody took Domonic from me, I'm on your ass. I'm fighting for mine. I'm killing for mine. Period. As a mother, that's the mindset you have as a mother. She didn't have that bond with him as a mother. It was like a little brother. It was like a little cousin. It was like my best friend. It's like the bond my best friend had with him. She is no mother figure. Domonic does not remember her. So it was the last few months that I let her see Domonic. I would literally call her and beg her, can you just please spend some time with him? Spend more time with him. Stop being so brushed up under your bitch and spend time with him. Like,
I knew Domo was gonna try to sneak one up in there, man. She pissed. You know what I'm saying? She said, if you get from under your bitch, let that sizzle in your spirit. No, it's just funny to me, bro. Like, I'm so silly, but I mean, I do feel where she's coming from, man. You have to find a balance. And I mean, and that's something that Jamila will also have to understand. When you dating a person with kids, you got to understand, man, it's going to be a balance. It's going to be boundaries. When my kid come over, I'm sorry, I love you, boo. You know I love you. But until we reach that level in our relationship where we're going to be living together and you're going to, you know what I'm saying, kind of like be in my son's life. I mean, you're gonna have to just stay at the crib until I spend time with my kid. You gotta find a balance and you gotta find boundaries for it to work. So like I can kind of understand where she's coming from too. I mean, at the same time, you know, it's a little bit of hurt mixed in it with it too. I mean, just because of how I think everything transpired or whatever, but I mean, I get it, man. I mean, to me, this shit ain't foreign to me. I mean, I just totally understand it, and maybe because I'm about to embark on the same journey, but I don't know. I get where she's coming from.
It's okay that you moved on. I've accepted that now. I went through the stages of sadness and grief and stuff like that. But all I'm asking is you just spend more time with him, focus. And when it's his time, it's his time. And when it's her time, it's her time. Like, I would beg, like, please spend time with him. Stop putting him off. Stop asking me, can I take him on these days? Stop asking me if you could just skip your days. No. Spend time with him. You want him to remember you that bad? You're not doing this for social media, right? As you say, you're not doing this for social media. Because that was a big problem in our relationship. Even when we were together, I would always tell her, like, I would always think to myself, like, why are you doing this for the cameras but not in real life? Never got that part. Never will. And when I would beg her to see him, she would just always put him off. Eventually, she started texting me when she seen that I was fucking fed the fuck up. Like, girl, I'm not about to work on your time. I'm not. I'm gonna make it hard for you. You might think I'm fucking being bitter. You might think I'm being mad. Yes. Because my son comes second to nobody and nothing. Period. I'm dropping whatever for my son. And I just feel like she's not a mom. When people ask me, oh, are you the only parent? Yes. I'm not a baby mama because I don't have a baby mama or a baby father. I am his only mother. He only knows me. Kids need stability. She can't.
It's all in Damo's mug, so that she is over it. And you can kind of understand where she's coming from, because as a parent, this is the stuff that me and my wife talk about now, man. You want stability for your child, bro. And then it's like when you and that person is not together no more and you have to be forced to co-parent, it makes that stability even more fragile. So you guys have to work even harder to make sure that this dude is not missing a beat. So I can understand where she's coming from, because I mean, when you factor in exes or new personnel, you know what I mean, on both of their behalf, you know what I'm saying, it does make co-parent a little bit harder. Because no matter how you want to slice it, shawty, somebody gonna move on a lot quicker than the other. You know what I mean? And somebody's feelings is gonna be hurt, and somebody's judgment is gonna get clouded, at least for a brief second. But it does. It makes it so much harder, man, when you got a co-parent. That's why it ain't happening in my household, bro. That's why we didn't even make a decision even to have a child till you know it's a forever thing. Because I'm not missing the beat. I ain't missing the beat, man. Nope.
Keep popping in and out, talking about some happy birthday. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas. Oh, by the way, happy Valentine's Day. Like, girl, no, I am Dominic's only parent and I'm doing what's best for him. I don't care what nobody said about that one. Can nobody try to convince me that my ex is good for Domonic? I've seen it firsthand. When she turns off them cameras, Domonic is sad. Seen it firsthand. She treats him so bad. And why did I continue to let her stay? Because I'm like, okay, she's been there since he was born. She wasn't there emotionally, but at least she was sitting there. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like, I can't even explain what I'm trying to say. My point is, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay, let me just try. And she would fail. Let me just try again. And she would fail. Let me just try again and again and again and again and again. And she would fail. I'm not putting my son through that. My son needs consistency. One day, I'm not saying it will ever happen because I'm good on my own and I always will be. But if somebody comes into my son's life and they want to play a figure role in them, I will let them. And I'm never forcing anything ever again. And that's my lesson.
See, that right there, that's my fear. My fear is like, you know what I mean, having to break up, you know what I'm saying, and having my child replace me with somebody else who's in a household. See, that's a no bueno. You know what I mean? I don't want to, nah, bro. Like, that can't go down in my life. Like, I don't want that. I don't even want my time being split with somebody. You know what I'm saying? With somebody new or somebody else. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's not even logical to me, man. You better give me my kid, man.
But I'm not about to be with somebody who don't want to be a parent, and that's period. If you're not ready to be a parent, you're not ready to be with me, because my son comes first and he always will be. And the person I'm talking to now knows that shit. Yes, your son comes first. I respect that, like, period. I mean, they don't say period, but you get what I'm saying. And I know.
Luke, is it you? Is it you, Luke? Are you the boo, Luke? I need to know if you the boo, Luke.
I said a lot, but I'm not telling y'all who it is because I feel like a private life is a happy life, and I learned my lesson with that shit twice, damn near. So no, I mean, if y'all find out, then y'all find out, but I'm not saying shit, and my shit is personal. But anyway, my point is, don't let this social media stuff fool you. I already told y'all beforehand what she was gonna do, what she was gonna say, what she was gonna do to get sympathy, and she's doing all that, and she got y'all in the palm of her hand. I'm gonna make this long post and say this because they're just gonna eat it up and support me. I'm gonna make these videos of Domonic laughing, even though Domonic likes everybody, because Dominic's such a sweet baby, and I'm gonna make it seem like he loves loves me so much and he can't live without me in his life and stuff like that. You and I both know the truth. Domonic could play with somebody for 5 minutes and be best friends with them. All you gotta do is play with my son. He's the nicest, friendliest kid I've ever seen in my life. Domonic loves everybody. I don't like my son being used for likes, sympathy, and none of that. Don't use my son because you know it's gonna gain you.
Man, Crissy, you shouldn't even posted nothing, man. You shouldn't have posted the cake. You shouldn't have posted the post. You shouldn't have just posted nothing, man. You got that girl going Iraq on you, shorty. Like, dead serious. This is Desert Storm 5.0. She's spazzing. You shouldn't even post. Mila should have told you not to post, man. You should have known that this jump was only gonna get a little crazy. Lord have mercy. Start learning how to pick y'all battles, man. If y'all already going through it in court, save it for court, Crissy. Oh.
Don't use my son because you want sympathy. Don't use my son because you know you're plummeting and your views are down and people see through the bullshit. But now that you posted a video and you're posting all these pictures and it's going away, you think that I'm gonna go back on my word. No, I'm never going back on my word. And I'm letting y'all know this right now. I told y'all that and I said what I said video, but I'm never, ever going back on my word. She will never see my son again. She will never hear from my son again. I will never give her another chance because I see how she is. She's only doing this for social media. I've been with her in person every single day.
I mean, like, if Crissy do care, those words, like, you will never see my son, don't think about my son, boy, that gotta hurt. That gotta hit you in the gut. Like that, see, that's why you can't play around. That's why you can't play around, because of situations like this, you cannot determine the future, people. That's why you got to protect yourself at all costs. It don't matter how much love is involved, man. You got to always look out for yourself and, you know what I'm saying, the extensions of yourself. Where things like this happen. Man, shame on y'all, man. This is terrible, bro.
Well, not every single day, because most nights she wouldn't come home, but I've seen her often around him, okay, and she can't handle it. There was about 4 or 5 occasions that I can remember her actually taking care of him by herself without my help. Astonishing.
Domo is killing me with these future ad libs. Astonishing, spectacular. Yo, that's how I be when a person get fed up, shorty. Like, when I get aggravated like this, man, I don't know what might come out my mouth, bro. So it's like I understand how she feels, but at the same time, it's hilarious. You know, I gotta grow up. I really gotta grow up, people. Like, I don't know why this junk is hilarious. Just how she's just spazzing out, bro. Like, oh my God, man. She said, I've been quiet for too long.
When I wake up, it's Domonic. When I go to sleep, it's Domonic. In the middle of the day, it's Domonic. I eat, breathe, sleep Domonic. That's my baby. I'm a ride for him. And ain't nobody on social media about to tell me, let your ex see him because he's so sad. He misses her. Look at what she posted. Oh my God, she deserves at least a FaceTime call. That's confusing to have somebody keep going in and out their life, in and out. No, I'm doing what's best for my baby, and that's period. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the I said what I said video at the end of this video for y'all who didn't see it, because I don't feel like repeating myself. Everything I said in that video was 100% true. You can take it or leave it. You can believe me or not. At this point, it is what it is. But stop posting my son.
This is what Crissy's age plays a factor. And see, no matter how people want to slice it, like, Domo is way more mature. And Crissy really better stop posting this girl kid, because it can really be a lot of legal ramifications that she ain't ready for. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even really want that introduced into your life like that. Just follow the terms of the court until you get there. Simple.
This will all be settled soon, so I ain't too worried. But you know what you're doing and you know it's wrong. And one day we gonna both have to stand before God, and we both will be judged for whatever we did. And I hope you know that what you're doing is wrong. I'm not gonna reach out to you. I'm not gonna speak to you. Domonic is actually better off. He's so much happier. I've never seen him thrive and be so great. Like, he's not gonna be judged for doing something wrong, because she has no patience. She literally yell at him all the time, cuss him out. And of course I'm defending my baby. There was not a time, I could say this, I was a weak bitch, but there was never a time that I did not defend Domonic, ever. I might have been weak and cried and stayed, but I always don't talk to my son like that.
I'm gonna be real, like, I'm a little bit appalled of how Crissy was treating, I can't even get it out, y'all. Crissy was treating Domonic. Like, if she was really treating him like that, man, she ain't gonna get no good karma, man. Like, yo, you don't do a kid like that, an innocent kid, a kid who can't even defend himself yet. Like, it's just a lot of things that she's saying that's making me look at Shawty sideways, bro. And I don't like it, because I love kids, and I can't imagine somebody just mistreating a child, bro. Like, I don't know, that junk is crazy.
I'm not about to sit here and be nice. Y'all gotta understand. This is my son we're talking about. This is somebody using my son for sympathy. This is somebody using my son to try to pretend like they're depressed and hurt when really you're depressed because of your mother. I'm not gonna put too much information out there. I'm gonna leave it at where it is because I still got a certain level of respect for you to where I don't want to air out all your dirty laundry, because when you made that video about me, I made a whole list of stuff that I was gonna just clear up and tell the truth. Apologize for my faults and my wrongs as well, but tell the truth on shit you was saying. But I'm like, it ain't even worth it, because all I really care about, because you're old news, you're an ex.
In a way, I was really cool. I was really happy that Domo didn't respond to Crissy's video. I felt like it was an irrelevant video. I felt like everything that she was saying in the video was basically pertaining to what happened in their breakup last year. You know what I'm saying? You in a whole nother relationship. It's a whole nother year. I really didn't understand why you felt like you had to address it to us. You know what I mean? People's already gonna make up their own minds on how they feel about you and Domo. So just like to be able to voice it to the masses, to me, was just dumb. And it did seem like it was an ulterior motive when you do it like that. And that's just real talk.
All I really care about is my son, who you didn't want to begin with. You still don't want, but you want him on social media. I can't even stress that enough. But y'all, I'm about to put this at the end of the video. I said what I said, and I said what I said again in 2019. Stop talking about my son. Don't mention my son. You can sit here and boo-hoo and cry on social media, but you ain't gonna get no sympathy from me. Real people see through real bullshit. Like, it's been 4 months, baby girl, and the most you've done is wrote a post on social media. Damn, that's tough. That's tough.
It is tough. It is tough line tough. Big tough. Just tough, period. Jesus Christ.
I still pray for you to this day. Like, God, please let her find happiness. Please let her be fulfilled in life. Please let her stop posting my son for likes. I want you to honestly be fulfilled, but I want you to not lie, not be devious when you do it. Like, I wish you all the happiness in the world, but you ain't gonna get happiness by doing shit like this. You're not gonna get good karma by doing shit like this. You don't use an innocent child for your likeliness. You don't use an innocent child because you're plummeting, you're getting lower. Try something new. Go out and venture, but don't use my child to do it. Don't use my child to try to get brownie points. I'ma still continue to pray for you. I'ma still continue to wish you the best. But when it involves my son, don't do it, period. So here's, I said what I said, and it's my last time saying that shit.
Yo, I'm silly as all hell, but you know what I'm saying? There's a very, very big level of seriousness in this video. You know what I mean? I'm silly, I can't help it. But at the same time, man, this is a parent that's really pissed off. And I can totally understand where she's coming from. I mean, I don't like social media parents. I hate that junk with a passion. Y'all will probably see me in so many type of Sierra and Russell and Future posts, because I can't stand it. You know what I mean? Don't have not showed up to one of this little dude's games. Ever. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as he get around you, you want to post him around money and Gucci. Like this little boy know what the hell that means. Like, I hate social media parents with a passion. I think y'all should all be shaming yourselves, man. Shame on y'all for knowing you. And then this is the thing about it. Like, how do you even feel good about posting the picture knowing you a deadbeat? Like, that junk don't even make no sense to me, shawty. Like, drop it in the comments. I want to know if you know a social media parent. Like, it could be a celebrity or somebody you know. Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I can't stand them fools. I can't stand them not one bit. I can't stand them at all, man. Look, dude, if y'all want to see more videos like this, get this video a thumbs up, man. Y'all better thumb up all my videos or thumb it down. It don't matter. Just let me know you watching. You know what I'm saying? Share with as many people as you possibly can. We have to continue to run these numbers up, people. I am trying so hard to reach my next milestone of 20K. You know what I mean? It seemed like a long way away, but you know what? Trust the process. Always trust the process. With that being said, I'm going to catch y'all, man.
Now that all the dogs free, and we out in these streets.